Hello everyone, Jilles Groskamp here from Team Infinity. Today in this video I want to talk about the IF18-2 and correct mounting of the body shell. I want to tell you something about the different stiffeners for the body shell, and as well as the correct height of the body and how low you have to run the body in the front. Sometimes I see some of the guys running the body quite high on the car, and by easily looking for a few minutes to my video, and I will show you to increase your lap time by lowering the body as much as possible in the front and get the correct height at the rear, as well as the stability of the body with the stiffeners and stuff like that. So come and have a look. So here I have a Extreme Diablo body shell, the most common used body shell at this moment. This is the standard Diablo, and I also have the Super Diablo. Yeah, first of all I want to talk something about the stiffeners for the body shell. Extreme have a very nice set of stiffeners, and they kind of made for the body shell, and those are the plastic stiffeners. The weight is quite okay. And also they are very rigid. However, this body shell has the original Extreme rear stiffeners, but in the practical and the track, this is kind of weak. So in that case, I prefer the rear stiffener like this. This is more rigid. Also, by an impact or an accident, this is a bit more strong. They are with tape attached, but of course you can also use screws. In the case of the stiffener, I always use a lightweight screw with a plastic nut, just to have it as light as possible, but it's fixed and it's strong. You also have this type of stiffener. This is the carbon type. It's a fraction lighter than the plastic one, and it's actually more stiff and more rigid. However, this is by impact, it can break, so it really depends on yeah, what you want to have. Also, the carbon piece we have for in the rear, it's also it's very good option. It's a bit more stiff, but again, by an impact it can also break, and the plastic is more it flexes back, so normally the plastic will hold up a bit longer. So now I will talk about the correct mounting on the car. A 1/8 body shell is very important. The downforce for the speed, for the traction. And in the years that I run 1/8, I've learned that you have to find really the limit for how to install the body shell. So normally there's a rule for the rear height of the body shell, and that rule is 150 mm, measured from the chassis all the way to the top of the body shell. And this is here, and as you can see, it's about 115. So normally if there's a rule, you try to really like a maximum the rule, so the body is as high as possible, because a higher body has more downforce and you have more traction. Of course, if you have no rule at your club race, you can always add up a few mm more to go maximum height. To achieve the height of that body shell, you simply can screw the screws on the side up and down, and the body shell will go up and down. If you do that, however, you can get some play where you put the body clip, so you can also add some extra foam on the body stiffener. So that's the rear. So now the front. I have seen also some people putting the body clip first and then put the body shell, and then really they raise the body shell a lot high, and there's a lot of play between the body shell and the bumper. What I have learned also from the best guys, and also I felt this was absolutely the best, you have to try to put your body shell straight on the bumper, so without any play or any gap. So basically the body have to sit really on the bumper, so to achieve the most steering and downforce. So you think about, okay, if the body is all the way to the bumper, normally the body is simply too low. Now you can cut, of course, the line very sharp, that there's almost no body left. That's allowed, so that's also something that you can try to cut as low as possible. But we also have some small things that to think about. So with this shim, this is a 1mm shim, and it's placed right here. You raise the bumper by 1mm, and this is just enough to have the body sit a little bit higher, and you won't touch the body to the ground too much. Another thing that we normally use are the screws on the outside. That gives a bit more support on the outside of the body shell, and the body will completely sit on the front bumper. Thank you for watching again my video. I hope this was helpful, and see you next time.